This is it. The Supreme Court is ruling on Prop 8 in just a few days. And then that's the final word for a case that started way back in 2009. So let's take a look at what's about to happen, how we're preparing, and what you can be doing to get ready. At the American Foundation for Equal Rights, I'm Matt Baum, and welcome to a special pre-decision episode of Marriage News Watch. Of course, we have no way of knowing what the Supreme Court's going to decide, but there are a few things that we do know. The Supreme Court sets aside only a few days to issue decisions. That means with their current term ending at the end of June and the month nearly over, we're going to get a decision sometime next week. On decision days, they issue the rulings at 10 a.m. Eastern or 7 a.m. Pacific. AFER has a huge team in place ready to spring into action as soon as that decision comes. We'll be the official source for the most accurate, up-to-date information from the team representing the plaintiffs. On the day of the decision, we'll rapidly update AFER.org in real time. We'll provide a live video feed of major events, a plain English FAQ, information about the next steps, and how you can take action. AFER will be your primary resource for the definitive word on what's in the ruling and what it means. So what are the different ways that the court can rule? There are basically three different potential outcomes. The court can strike down Prop 8 as unconstitutional, it could uphold Prop 8 as constitutional, or they could decline to decide. If they strike Prop 8 down, they could go even further and rule that all marriage bans in every state are unconstitutional. Or they could rule that civil unions and domestic partnerships are unconstitutional and need to be converted into marriage. Or they could rule that states that have marriage can't take it away. And in all three of those scenarios, marriage would resume in California. If they decline to decide whether Prop 8 is constitutional, that would still be a victory. Because the lower courts held that Prop 8 violates the U.S. Constitution, those rulings would stand, and Prop 8 would be gone for good. And if Prop 8 is upheld, we're still not out of options. This particular case would be over, but there's still other ways to overturn an unjust law. So if we win, when would marriages start? That's still not clear. It could be anywhere from the next day to a month later. The Supreme Court's decision will provide guidance on the time frame. While we're waiting for the ruling, make sure you're subscribed to updates here on YouTube and at AFER.org. That's the best way to stay current on what's happening. Next, make sure you're sharing these status updates with everyone you know. A lot of people don't realize that we're getting a decision in just a few days. Repost this video to show your support and tell your friends that the decision is nearly here. This isn't the end of the road for our work towards marriage equality, but it's going to be a milestone that we'll remember for a long, long time. At the American Foundation for Equal Rights, I'm Matt Baum. Thanks for watching.